So what if every single step you took, walking to the car, wandering around the office, going to the grocery store, was actually earning you something of real value? Well, that's not some crazy hypothetical. Today, we're jumping into an expert's guide to Sweatcoin, a platform that does exactly that. It turns your daily movement into actual rewards. Let's break down how you can squeeze the most out of every step, starting right now. I mean, just think about it for a second. Your phone is already keeping track of every move you make, counting thousands upon thousands of steps as you just live your life. For most of us, that's just a stream of data that kind of sits there. It's a resource that's completely going to waste. And that really is the big question, isn't it? Is all that movement, all those steps, just disappearing into thin air? Or could you be putting it to work for you? Well, the answer is a huge yes, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about. And this is where Sweatcoin flips the script. The opportunity here is to totally reframe how you think about every step you take. It's not just movement anymore. It's like a tiny microtransaction. You're literally creating a new kind of currency, just with your feet. And if you're thinking, oh, this is probably some little niche app, you might want to think again. Over 170 million people are already using this platform. That's a massive active community, all turning their daily walks into real value. I mean, the scale of this thing is honestly impressive, and it shows you this is a well-established, legit ecosystem. Now, the reason we can call this an expert's guide is because these tips aren't coming from some corporate marketing brochure. Nope, they're coming from a real user who's been doing this since 2019, has racked up over 250,000 coins, and has spent years figuring out the little tricks that actually work. All right, so first things first, how you start really does matter. See, there's the normal way to sign up, and then there's the smart way, the way that gives you a nice little head start right from day one. And the setup itself is designed to be ridiculously easy. You download the app, you create an account, you can just use your Apple or Google ID to make it super quick, and that's pretty much it. You just start walking. The app does its thing quietly in the background, counting and converting your steps. But listen, here is the most important first tip. Don't just go search for it in the App Store. Find an invite link from a friend or one online. Why? Because the whole system is built around this awesome win-win referral idea. When you use a link, you get bonus coins, and the person who invited you gets some too. It's literally free money right out of the gate, just for starting the smart way. Okay, so once you're all set up, the name of the game is optimization. How do you get the most coins possible? And this is where we get into those pro tips. The kind of stuff you'd only figure out after using the app for months. Here's a perfect example. It's so simple, but it makes a real difference. Your phone's motion sensor, the accelerometer, it's really sensitive to the swing of your hips. So if you keep your phone in your back pocket or a side pants pocket, it's going to track your steps way more accurately than if it's bouncing around loosely in a jacket or a bag. It's such a small change for a much better count. And oh, this one is a fantastic little hack if you ever travel. So the app has this 2x boost for outdoor steps. Normally, that means walking around inside a building doesn't count. But for whatever reason, the GPS tracking inside a lot of big airports registers as outdoors. So you can pop on that boost and get double the coins for that ridiculously long walk to your gate. Okay, so earning coins just by walking, that's like level 1. But the real power, the next level, comes when you make those coins start working for you. This is where Sweatcoin goes from being just a rewards app to something more like an entry into digital assets and investing. See, the ecosystem has its very own cryptocurrency. It's called the $Sweat token. Here's how it works. For the first 5,000 steps you take each day, you earn this token directly. Any steps after that earn you the regular in-app currency, Sweatcoin. The huge difference is that $Sweat is a real crypto asset you can trade or invest, and it has the potential to grow in value. So, how do you grow it? Well, one of the coolest features is something called growth jars. Just think of it like a high-yield savings account for your crypto. You can lock up your Sweat tokens for a while, and then return, you earn interest on them. And right now, that interest rate is around 20% a year. That's an incredible way to passively grow the assets you earned just by walking around. And really, it all comes down to a simple choice. On one side, you've got your assets actively growing, making more for you even while you're asleep. And on the other, And really, it all comes down to a simple choice. On one side, you've got your assets actively growing, making more for you even while you're asleep. And on the other, so you've walked, you've earned, maybe you've even invested and grown your stash. What's the payoff? I mean, what can you actually get with all these coins you've been collecting? This is where the rubber meets the road. In the marketplace, you redeem your coins for actual real-world stuff. And you can see right here how that value translates. You can get anything from a simple $5 Amazon gift card to a 3-month fitness pass, or even a brand new pair of wireless earbuds. Your daily commute could literally pay for your next cool gadget. So there you have it. We've gone over the core idea, the smartest way to get started, those insider tips to earn more, and the real-world rewards. All that's really left to do is to take that first step. And this quote just says it all perfectly. This isn't about starting some grueling new workout plan or learning a complicated new skill. It's about capturing the value from something you are already doing every single day of your life. It's about getting paid for just living. So we'll just leave you with this question. Your phone is already counting your steps. The potential value is already being created right now. The only choice you have is whether you want to grab it or not. So if your very next steps could start earning you rewards, why on earth wouldn't you take them?